Here you go. I'm waiting for the image to come up on the screen first.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. Hi guys, it's here with Renegade, and
Right.
basically, I know it's been 2 weeks since we did another stream, but I started classes and basically, just life. But luckily, I come bearing good news. I'm going to be starting back doing gameplay on my channel next week. So you guys can look forward for that, work forward towards that to kind of compensate for the fact that I'm not uploading regularly. So sorry guys, but yeah, you can
Oh
see.
yeah.
Fuck you, bitch.
Wow.
Anyway, um, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna be playing on my channel. I'm gonna figure it out though. I might play some PS1 games, and I'll be live streaming it exclusively. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll play whenever I'm playing it. I'll just live stream it. You guys can follow along. Um, yeah. So you can see what our topics are, and let's start from the top, right?
Sure.
Wow, you are quite a bitch.
Wow. Agree. Okay. Fuck you then. I disagree. Let's not start from the top.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
We're still at the bottom.
Wow, thank you. Anywho,
Mm.
all right. So first, we're gonna talk about Umineko no Naku Koro ni, which is when the seagulls cry. I know we touched on it briefly in I think Real Talk number 2,
Probably.
but we didn't really go in depth on it. And we weren't trying to give spoilers before, but now we're blatantly going to give out spoilers and shit because it's been kind of dominating my life a little bit lately because I've been delving more into the universe of Umineko. So first
Wait.
thing, huh?
Your. I have to correct you. Your life.
Not my life, but my free time.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, just wow.
Sorry. It just you just have to have a life for it to be consuming it.
Wow, thank you very much. I know I have no life. Thank you.
Mm.
So with that being said, this part's going to be a little bit long. So first thing first, I'm going to go ahead and give a spoiler alert. This stream, we will be going into spoilers and how it's done, what is done, who's the killer, all that. Okay, so hell, if you look at the screen right now you know who the killer is. So sorry. Basically, the one main thing I want to talk about is I kind of understand why Yasu, who is also Leon, who is also Shannon, who is also Cannon, who is also Beatrice, who is also Gap, is fucking flipped her shit and killed the whole family.
Doesn't explain how he got them beautiful thighs, but yeah.
I mean, come on now. If you just all of a sudden you grew up thinking you a female and you're a servant for these wealthy people and they treat you like shit, the other servants treat you like shit. You know what I'm saying? You get a little bit older, you know what I'm saying, and you're not getting friends, You're not
Right.
getting friends. You're not getting any friends because people treat you like you're freaking weird, right? So you create imaginary friends, but they're not imaginary to you. They actually are real to you. And then you find out, well, one, your mama is also, her mom would also be considered her cousin.
Mm, yeah.
And your granddaddy is also your daddy. Oh, and also, your sister-in-law, she tried to kill you when you were a baby. And I'm pretty sure you noticed you don't have a period or anything like that. That's because, we had to cut your dick off.
How do they know what a dick is?
Huh?
How would it know what a dick is?
But I mean, let's think. They wouldn't know, but they probably would figure out that hey, I'm not having a period and I don't have boobs. Something is off.
They wouldn't even know what a period is.
Let's say that they do. They never elaborated on that fact.
Then they would know what a dangalang is.
But that's the thing. It's not the fact of knowing of a vagina or a dangling. It's the fact that that they identify with female. I'm not sure how Japanese school systems were back in the 1980s, but in America, they teach us about the birds and the bees when we turn 11 in school.
But they had a private doctor.
Yeah, but she still went to schools on the island.
They probably never had a sex ed class.
True. But come on now. At 16 years old, you got to realize you don't have no boobs whatsoever. Not even a little pudge on your breast. That's going to be suspect as hell.
There's some women out there with nothing. Sure, Putins.
Wow.
What, the response?
Yeah, just...
There are some women out there who have no boobies.
Well, yeah, I know there's flat-chested women everywhere, But boy, flat chest like a dude.
I don't know.
And I'm pretty sure. Okay, but they just ignorant to the fact. But the fact to find out you're a boy.
Okay, I was gonna say that's more of a questionable thing. It was like, okay, so I am 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. I don't have any boobs.
I don't have a period.
They wouldn't. Well, there's nothing saying they have to know about a period. If they know about a period, they know about a vagina.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe the doctor was so good of sculpting her vagina.
Are we assuming he sculpted a vagina?
I'm assuming that the Dr. Nanjo, did make him a vagina.
Are you sure? I guess it would be easy if your penis was mutilated, but okay. We'd have to assume he made anything down there. Could have just made a hole.
That's true. It could be just a hole, but we're assuming that he has a vagina, okay?
Okay.
And it just don't bleed, and he's flat chested.
Well, then he would not. Like, okay, if I was born a chick, or if I was born a guy, and then, okay, I don't know what I was going with that. If I was born a chick and I had a thing, I would not have known about periods until about 17, 18 years old. But that's mostly because I'm a guy and I have no reason,
Okay, well, to be honest, girls know about periods by the time girls usually hit their period between the ages of 10 and 14.
And how do they figure out what a period is?
They're supposed to, that when you go to the doctor, they tell you when you, at school, you can't avoid it.
If they have a private teacher, you can avoid it.
Yeah, they have a private doctor that can avoid it, but at the same time, they still have to go to school. And I'm pretty sure when one of her female classmates, something like that, asked if she had a pad or a tampon or something. But nonetheless, we're getting off.
Females do that?
Yeah.
Y'all just, hey, I'm bleeding and shit. You got a pad on you?
Yeah.
Wow.
You didn't know that?
Wait, no. I don't think every female does that.
Not every female do it, but we do ask. Like, it's nothing for me to ask, like, a family member or something like that, or
a family member, a stranger, a classmate.
A classmate. I've asked the classmate before.
Okay.
And it was no. I mean, some girls carry around see-through purses where you can see tampons and pads. It's not. Quit acting like it's such a horrific thing.
It's just that it's just something like, okay, like
we're getting off topic here.
I'm just saying, it's just there's nothing wrong with dudes I can compare it to. Like, Okay, like okay. No, that's not good neither because you don't absolutely need a condom. Uh, in her case, she could be one of those rare females who just did not ask, hey, actually rare. No, she never would have had to ask at all, in fact. So maybe her female friend's like, hey, you got these, or I have no idea. She would be like, no.
So you're saying that she may have this the off chance that she was never asked or the situation never came up to her.
Yes,
Okay, let's play that. Let's go with that then. Okay, no one encountered her with that information. Okay.
the only person who would have said anything to her, who would trust her enough, not trust her enough, but who would be open enough, would be that other girl, what, Jessica?
Yeah, Jessica. And apparently,
Yeah.
her and Jessica was really close because apparently, okay, this is how the character breaks down. Right, the character's name is Sayo Yasuda. Okay, when you start working at the Rokinjima Island under the Ushuramiya family, you're given a blessed name. Her blessed name was Shannon. Okay. So Yasu could not identify with the personality Shannon, which I'm kind of being
Hmm.
offensive by calling her Yasu because Yasu was an insulting name to her. But she was given the blessed name Shannon. She imagined Shannon as a perfect maid, and that created that personality. Okay,
Hmm.
then she started some reason something happened to make her want to be a witch, which became one imaginary friend, and she decided to become the witch and let go of Yasuda, and that's what happened with that. So she separated to three personalities.
Wait, what? So Kid Beatrice, is she real?
Kid Beatrice.
Yes, the Beatrice who's witch, who yeah, no, the Beatrice who had an imaginary friend who was also a witch who became that old maid.
That is Yasuda.
So so Beatrice, wait,
So let me put it this way, okay?
wait, no, that would mean Beatrice knew she was no, Beatrice became Beatrice. Basically, Beatrice had a baby, and the baby Beatrice, who was also Beatrice for some reason, talked to that other witch with the purple hair, who, so when she grew up and eventually died of some way, I don't fucking know, I remember,
Okay, how she died was okay. So let me break it down. There's
shoved off a cliff.
there's the first Beatrice, right? That's Beatrice Castiglione. All right. She got with Kenzo. She became the side bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
And she got pregnant with Beatrice II. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Beatrice II was put into the Kuadorian, which is the second mansion, the secret mansion on Rokinjima Island. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Beatrice II was fucking her father,
Yeah.
and the wet nurse for the baby she had is Kurosawa, which is that purple haired witch. That's the witch form of her. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and she was stuck into that house all her life until Rosa came along because she got upset with her family and shit like that. And she ran into that Beatrice, and she wanted her to take her outside the mansion because she'd never been outside of it. And they was going across the shore, like the little cliff off the shore, and she misstepped or some shit like that, or the ground gave away or something, and she
Mm-hmm.
fell and bashed her fucking head open, died. So that left Leon, which is what the baby's name was supposed to be, Leon. Leon was given to Natsui, which is Kenzo's daughter, which makes Leon's sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Leon's sister-in-law. And she didn't want the baby because she couldn't. She was having a hard time conceiving. So she waited until she planned the shit. She already wanted to murder the baby. So she waited till a servant held the baby and pushed them both off the cliff. And apparently the servant died, and Leon suffered a laceration from across their abdomen, which resulted in the amputation of his penis.
Okay.
And Genji, the head male servant, decided, okay, let's change his age. When he gets of age, we're going to reduce his age by 3 years and change his identity to a female and get him working inside the household.
Okay.
And that's when Kenzo came, like a couple of years later, and Yasuda is going through all her shit. Um, she meets Battler, and her and Shannon and Battler fell in love. Yasuda now became the identity. That's at that point Yasuda took on the identity as Beatrice. So you have three personalities already. You have Yasuda, Shannon, and Beatrice. Beatrice the elder, put it that way. Then um, Battler said he's going to take her away from Rokindama and on a white horse, and she's going to quit the next year as being a maid and spend her life dedicated to Battler. Battler gets into it with his family, and she's sitting there waiting on him, waiting on him, and finds out that basically that Battler has moved on with his life to the point where he sent letters to everybody else in the family but her, and well, but the servants, put it that way.
So that's not really moving on, it's avoiding.
Pretty much. So that breaks Shannon's heart. So Beatrice approaches her and says, I'll take the love you have for Battler. And you, on the other hand, you can start over anew. Okay? And apparently, at that point, that's when Beatrice changed her appearance. She used to have this long blonde hair, almost ghost-like. She took on the identity of a ghost, which was basically a ghost of Rokindama Island, right? But she took on the identity of Battler's perfect woman, which is big boobs, long blonde hair, kind of tomboyish. She took on that persona, okay? And took
when?
After Battler didn't show up after 3 years.
Where's I don't know who's this long big boobed woman? I didn't see her.
She's only did you see her? You did see her. Okay. Do you remember in episode 2 where how did they die in the first arc of that one? Remember the one where they killed all the adults on the island and they stuffed their stomachs full of candy?
Yes.
And you got to really see Beatrice thigh. She had the mini skirt on and shit.
Yes.
She looked like that.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So she took on that identity. Then that left Shannon free to love Beatrice with the opportunity to with the love for Battler. And then Beatrice also said, I'm going to create you a little brother. And that's where Cannon came along. So now we have Beatrice, Shannon, Cannon, and Yasuda essentially in one body. Okay. Then you have to remember that she met the witch Beatrice, and that became her imaginary friend first. But then she took on the persona as Beatrice. Well, what she thought was Beatrice, put it that way. So that puts Gap. That's what she renamed that witch. Gap, Yasuda, Shannon, Cannon, Beatrice. That's 5 personalities in one person.
Okay.
So while Battler was gone, she finds out that Kenzo, the family's patriarch, that's basically that's fucking her daddy, which is also her granddaddy.
Okay.
And she also finds out that Genji was trying to hide her because she was afraid that Kenzo was going to start fucking her. Which would be kind of awkward because he was born a boy. So
that would be interesting.
So I mean, no incest baby there. You know, they are the incest baby, but no incest baby. But you'll be anally raping your grandson and your kid.
Okay.
So you know, I can kind of understand why Yasuda flipped his shit and killed everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently, from what I understand, right, Renegade, is if Battler would have never came back that year, Yasuda wouldn't have killed anyone.
Okay, so basically it was all his fault.
You can say that because basically it kind of is like Battler confused her because She was going. Shannon was going to win out. The personas of Beatrice and Cannon was going to die off, and Shannon was going to get with George. But once she found out Battle was coming back, Cannon was like, "Shit, I want to get with Jessica." And Battler and Beatrice, they have that thing going on. So that was like, well, shit, someone's going to have to die, and we're going to have to fight for it. Now, personally, I don't like George.
Okay.
He's a dick.
Uh-huh.
Because as you already know, George only wanted to get with Shannon because he was jealous of how much attention Shannon was giving Battler. He basically Mr. Steal Your Girl fucking Battler.
Yeah.
He really did. He smooth criminal Battler. Which I kind of find funny, but was fucked up at the same time.
I mean, he didn't really do it since Battler didn't want it, clearly.
Well, they did eventually get married.
Oh.
Battler and Beatrice.
How did that work out?
And then Shannon and George got married too.
How did that work? What the fuck?
It was in the meta world, the magical world.
No, that doesn't count.
In the magical world, Shannon, Cannon, and Beatrice.
In the magical world, everyone's dead.
And I'm sorry, guys, if you've never seen Umineko no Naku ni, I'm going to give you a quick little synopsis of what it is. Basically, there's people get on the island, a typhoon hits, everyone's stuck, the lines are down, and basically people are being picked off in horrific ways. In ways that seem impossible. The question is, how is it being done? And is it done by a human or is it being done by magical means? That's the synopsis of Umineko. It's by the same guy who did Higurashi. So you should be warned. Higurashi is very popular. So just imagine that more complex and more gory. Now, the anime sucks. You should read the visual novel, or better yet, read the manga. The manga's awesome. But I can understand why Yasuda killed everyone. I can understand. Only thing that's bothering me though is all this shit could have been avoided. This whole thing could have been avoided.
I suppose.
Think about it. If Kenzo would have just stood up and said, all right, did a family meeting and like, hey, just hey, look. I was cheating on your mom. And
I don't think that would have fixed anything.
Wait. You gotta get his household kids. So fucking Natsuhi, Rosa, Eva, Hideyoshi, Kraus, get them in the room and be like, just y'all come together. Listen. I cheated on your mom. All right. Y'all have a sister. Okay. Rosa, you remember that bitch you met in the house that fell off the cliff? That was your sister. Yeah, you kind of facilitated the death of your sister. That's one thing. By the way, she had a baby, and I'm that baby's daddy as well. So
I still don't think that would have went well. It would have been a lot easier just to say, look, I fucked your sister. You are her child. I am your...
No, I'm talking about I'm talking about while Leon was a baby. Okay? When Yasuda was a baby. And all he had to say was, I did this and this. And now there's a baby. And this baby is my child. This is my grandchild and my child, which makes them your sister and your niece.
This would be more like your brother and nephew.
Yeah, your brother, I forgot, as a boy. That's your brother and your nephew. And we're going to have to come together and raise this kid because I fucked up. Okay? I fucked up. I can admit I fucked up.
I fucked up and I'm probably going to fuck up again. But this time he won't get pregnant.
So basically, that'll at least get the family awares that okay, there's another sibling. He wouldn't be in head in part of the headship due to the fact of his age. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he ain't got nothing to worry about. Why is he tripping off the rest of this shit? You know?
Because he'd be getting raped by his grandfather and daddy.
But then again, probably if not that he would have known that that was Kenzo's son, she probably wouldn't have rejected the baby.
Probably not. She'd probably, you know, watch him rape his nephew and son.
Wow. So I'm just saying by telling the truth, it could have been avoided. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like, you know, they just kill off Battler, a lot of people would still be alive.
Actually, you're right. If Battler would have died, that'll save a lot of problems too.
I mean, you know, the boy would have been born a girl with a hole instead of a vagina, but hey.
To be honest, no, I take that back. Only one character needs to die in order for this whole thing to be resolved.
Grandfather?
Nope.
Kenzo?
Kyrie.
Kyrie kill off Kenzo to be pretty much equally as solved.
No, Kyrie. Kyrie needs to die in order for Umineko to not have the terrible ending that it had.
If you kill Kenzo, you know, Beatrice will never be born.
But here's the thing: if you kill Kyrie would never have warning. Spoiler: Battler is not Asumumo's mom. Battler is not Asumomo's son. Rudolph switched the stillborn baby that Asumomo have with Kyrie's baby, who is Battler. Battler thinks that his mom is his mom, but it's not. He thinks his stepmom is actually his mom. But the thing is, apparently, Kyrie had Battler. If Kyrie would have never had Battler, then none of the shit would have happened. Okay? If Kyrie is also one of the theories of what happened on that island is Kyrie flipped her shit and shot everybody.
Pretty sure if we killed off Kenzo, we probably would have avoided this problem also.
I mean, yeah, Kenzo could die to avoid it. So basically, if Kyrie died, Battler died, or Kenzo died, problem fucking solved.
All right.
So, I mean, or, you know, like I said, telling the truth and seeing what happens with that. Also, George is a dick. Let me explain why George is a dick. George is a dick because he forced the idea of having basically Shannon being a housewife on her.
She probably wasn't nervous about having a baby. She probably just didn't even know how the process worked.
No, at that point, she knew about it.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
When anybody gets a chance, look up George's character song. Okay? He basically blatantly says, I don't want you looking at another man. I don't want you talking to another man. Stay the fuck away from Battler. Your ass is mine. I'm like,
sounds reasonable.
I'm like, I don't want you blushing. You talking to men. I want when you're away from me for the briefest moment, your mind should always be on me. I'm like, that's a little extra, ain't it?
Well, you can't control that anyway, so.
So I'm just saying, George is just a dick. He comes off in the beginning as a nice guy.
Comes off as a bitch in the beginning.
He's like, oh, you guys, you know, don't do this, don't do that. That motherfucker is a dick. He is a dick. He is King Dick. He's a dick because he comes across as a nice guy, but say some underhanded shit. So when I see George die, I give a round of applause.
Okay.
Yeah, as fucked up as that is, I don't like George. I really don't like him. He's a sexist bitch.
Well, sexist. Wait, what?
Just the fact that he is the idea that a female should only belong to the fucking house and have babies. I want 2 kids. I think he says something like, I want 2 kids. I want a boy and a girl. And he's like, well, and Shannon says something like, oh, well, they're both boys. So, well, we'll keep trying and trying and trying. We'll have as many as needed.
That sounds alright.
You a dick, too.
I'm not a dick just because it's like, alright, you know, shoot, we got 2 boys, alright. Well, you know, Let's try for a girl. Oh, it's another boy. Oh shit, we're fuck out of luck because I want no damn children.
But I mean, that's a common sense thing. You talking about keep trying until you know what I'm saying? I have a whole fucking
This
school of
nigga has
children.
$50 billion. Excuse me. He could afford to keep trying.
No. He was going to fucking basically 86 his family and start over.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He wouldn't.
He was.
Give him one day, he would have been right back with his family.
And then he also, if in the manga and in the visual novel, George has blatantly said, "I will kill my people. I'll kill my folks." So that leads me to believe that nigga then killed some people in one of those stories. In one of those episodes, he killed some of his family members. If I'm not mistaken, in episode 6, he killed his mama. He shot her in the chest. Well, it showed in the magical perspective that a beam of light came from his foot and shot through her chest. No, he shot her ass in the chest.
Well, you can't really leave your family if they did, but he will get the money.
I believe they got life insurance.
I wouldn't doubt that.
We are fucked up by saying that.
I was going to say, actually, I would highly doubt that. That would give the family more reason to kill each other.
That's
Besides
true.
the already $1 billion they got.
What is it? It's 10 tons of gold. Said translated, it's like 20 billion yen.
Yeah, so yeah, they probably wouldn't have life insurance. I can't imagine them needing it with that much money. Their own fucking island.
Okay, so let's say this. What is your least favorite character?
My least favorite character?
Mm-hmm.
Little girl.
Maria, I'm gonna give you that.
Yep.
Because the thing is, Maria blatantly be asking for them ass whoopings. All she said, her mom said, "Maria, can you please stop making that noise, okay?" She kept doing the shit. Ooh, ooh. And she got the hand. She got smacked the fuck up. I understand.
Well, granted, that doesn't count as an ass whooping. That counts as slapping the shit out of your child.
I mean, shit. I mean, in how I was raised, I did some shit like that. I would have got my ass beat. I would have been beat to sleep.
Well, that's completely different. Getting slapped the shit out of you.
Maybe because I'm black. I don't know.
As a person who got an ass whooping, I got an ass whooping, not a slap across the face.
I never got slapped. I have never been slapped. But I've been hung upside down by my foot and got my ass whooped with a belt.
Oh, I thought it was a unique case. Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in the country, so hey. So I'm just saying, Maria actually enticed those smackings sometimes. Now, sometimes she didn't do too much. I admit, sometimes she didn't deserve it. But sometimes she knew she was being a little bitch. Sorry, I forgive me. I was not a child and what, but she was being a little bitch. She was.
Mm-hmm.
But who's your favorite character then?
I don't really have a favorite character. Beatrice in the short skirt.
It's because those thighs, ain't it?
Them thighs, though.
Them thighs. The fact that you're talking about a boy right now.
No boy can fake those.
No, that's a boy.
That was not a dude.
That's a fucking dude.
No, it wasn't.
That
was a witch.
That was a fucking dude. My least favorite character would be George. My favorite character would have to be, actually, it would be Jessica. I like her personality. She's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
But question for all the guys: would you date a female, right? And then when you about to have sex, she says, "Well, let me tell you, my family cut off my penis years ago. I didn't know about it. I was raised to believe I was a female, but I used to be a guy. Would you
Have a
still
hole.
tap that?
I have a hole in my crotch.
It's lubricated, but it's not with what you think it is.
That sounds horrible. Who has a lubricated urethra? That sounds gross. Like
You
it'd
know
be like
what? I'm going to tell you what I was told about that later on.
it's like oil coming out of your pee pee.
I mean, from what I've seen during the surgery, I'm sorry, guys, for what I'm about to say.
Wait, Umineko has an official surgery?
No!
I was just like, are we serious?
Oh, dear God, no! But from what I understand, the pre-seminal fluid makes
Shut
up the
up.
wet. You know what? Let me not finish that statement.
That doesn't even make sense.
That's just what I was told. I'm not sure if it's true or not. So if you guys know, comment down below.
It's like me. That doesn't make no sense.
Let it go.
I'm talking about if you have a little urethra just to pee, you can't have secretions
That's
in
the
there.
thing. Do you see? Have you ever seen how the surgery is done?
I've once. I don't. Except it was for an actual vagina, not a urethra.
Well, apparently, I'm thinking now. The thing is, we don't know what the hell she got down. Well, actually, Ryuki, she said she has the body that cannot make love. So I imagine she just has a hole that just pee comes out of.
Pretty sure she has an anus. I'm just saying.
Wow, just straight up butt sex, huh?
I'm just being honest.
Just yep, butt sex.
She has a mouth because she talks, and she has a butt.
Okay, that was a very man response.
I'm just dudes can make love with their mouths too. Although this has nothing to do with Umineko, I'm just saying
You know what?
she has a body that can't make love. It's like I got a few things to teach you then. I'm just saying.
Well, you know what? But I would like to see Umineko translated into a live action film, which segues to the next topic: animes that should be live action.
You did a horrible transition.
Yep, I really did. Fuck you guys. No, not
Wow.
not the watchers, not the watchers, just you.
She done said it already. It's out there.
No, fuck you guys. I was joking.
Wow, she said it again too. You know how Drake say it twice so you know he meant it.
Anyway, but I think
That's
Umineko
right.
would be a good live action movie. But if they do it, they can't just fuck around and squeeze like how the anime did it. What was it? 26 episodes for the first 4 episodes in it. It's confusing. I know it's confusing, but fuck
What, a
it.
fucking Titanic type movie for Umineko?
I think that it should be made into maybe 2 movies, maybe 3.
No,
The first
they're gonna make it like
no, the first 4 episodes, the just the Umineko no Naku knee part, that should make to like at least 4 to 5 movies. A movie per episode. Each movie will be about 2 hours and 30 minutes long.
so you want to Resident Evil up this Umineko.
And they have to stay true to the visual novel. They have to. I
Now they're gonna
mean,
turn to Resident Evil. It's gonna be all new characters I've never heard of them before.
I'm gonna get to that point in a minute. But yeah, they should definitely do it that way, and they have to keep those key elements. The anime just missed so much stuff that I feel like a live action it could translate well. It could translate well, but it's going to be difficult to do those meta scenes, like the magical parts.
How's that gonna be difficult?
I mean, some people gonna be like, "Well, what the fuck is going on? Why the fuck is golden butterflies coming out everywhere? Who the fuck are these bitches that's turned into little daggers and shit and hitting people?" So, I mean, that's how the visual novel readers and people who watch anime, people read manga first reacted to it. So, huh?
Have you ever seen Resident Evil?
I've seen Resident Evil, and I guess because I hate the movies, I have a bias.
I'm just saying, people won't be asking that many questions. Weirder things have happened.
But the thing is though, when people are revived and the shit starts over, I think that's where people get confused. So I think that whoever makes the movie, they gotta put a point to make sure to mention that it's a time loop going on. Not a time loop, but it's like a restart.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to see that into a movie. Resident Evil was a piece of shit.
Okay.
They killed off fucking Chris Redfield in a fucking newspaper article.
Never mind. You don't go.
Not on. Chris Redfield. They killed off Leon.
Okay.
That was depressing. You don't remember in Resident Evil 2 when they went into the police station and Mike Epps was hooked to the fucking chair and it passed by a newspaper article about Leon being dead?
No, I don't recall that because I don't remember bad movies.
I understand.
There's a lot of things I don't remember though, so.
That's understandable though. But and I bring up that because I'm a big Black Butler fan. Black Butler has a live action movie that came out in January, if I'm not mistaken. I did not see it, but if you look at the thumb, you'll see the guy who's playing Sebastian. Apparently, the movie takes place in 2026, and as you know, the anime took place in like somewhere in the 1800s, early 1900s, late 1800s, and apparently, one. CL's in there. CL's replaced by a girl. And 2, my favorite character is not there. That's Grail. So I feel like that was a waste of my time. And I feel like with anime, with live action, Black Butler could be a great live action movie. But people just was trying to put their own spin to it. My thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's got a great format. It's got a great premise. It's not too much magical shit in it. There's actually little to none. It has great action scenes. Keep it like it is. I guess the biggest conflict is that's probably why they did have a little boy playing the role. There was very yaoi-esque moments between Sebastian and CL. I'm not gonna lie, it was some yaoi-ish shit. So I can understand the need to put a female there, which is fine. But or they can age up the boy, or make sure the female isn't a female. Just make it a female dressed as a guy and it's portrayed as a guy. That'll make it fine. But and plus I'm not digging how Sebastian looks. He got this real vampires look going on.
Michael Jackson.
Shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. But what's some other animes that could be good live action?
Other animes that could be good live action?
Yeah.
Baba Black.
You are a sick fuck. You are sick.
I can't think of any animes right now. Tenchi Muyo.
Whoa, that would be very difficult.
I'd watch it.
I would watch it too because I love Tenchi Muyo. I was going to say Sailor Moon, but I saw a live action show and I didn't like that. Okay, Attack on Titan has a live action coming out, which I'm excited about. I want to see how they did that.
Also say so. Tenchi Muyo is apparently difficult, but Attack on Titan is easy.
I mean, I'm talking about just the space scenes. Wait, which Tenchi Muyo are you talking about? Are you talking about Tenchi in Tokyo, Tenchi Universe?
Any of them. Attack of the Titans have Titan-sized characters in it.
True.
It was like, that sounds a lot more difficult than just a space backdrop.
Okay, well, alright. I'll give you Tenchi Muyo, okay? I think people will be angry because he doesn't pick a particular love interest at the end. Even though I'm a Ryoko Tenchi fan all day.
How about Sonic? No.
No.
Power Rangers.
I feel like killing you for that. Let's see. That's a difficult ass question now that I think about it in hindsight. Naruto would not be a good one.
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't. One Piece wouldn't be a good one.
None of the big ones would be a good live action.
Yeah, anything that's too big, it has a too big of a fan following, which makes it being critiqued even harder.
No, well, no. Just, they did horrible with Dragon Ball Z. I can't imagine them doing any shonen thing in live action good.
So,
except for Yu-Gi-Oh! That would be cool. They can probably pull that one off.
Oh, I think Pokemon would be interesting.
No, it wouldn't.
I mean, Pokemon would be interesting if done correctly.
You're going to look at a cute-ass rat and then imagine it as a ugly-ass yellow rat.
Well, they're going to have to do a lot of CGI.
So they're going to have to force it to look cute.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Okay, Pokemon's out. Okay, Umineko, I would want to see that as a live action. Higurashi would be a definitely awesome live action. But I'm not sure how they're going to get around brutally murdering children on screen.
Wait, which one?
Higurashi.
No, that's not going to be played on any screen.
Yeah, and Umineko, I forgot they had the strangling scene from Umineko with Maria. And also Maria being slapped like shit all the time. And then Maria also got squished to death. And I think she also got led into an oven and baked alive. So there's different reasons why that's not going to work out.
I think it's also illegal to kill children in movies and games.
Damn it. Fuck. Well, they could do a lot of these loved ones.
You also just do some porn.
Shut the hell up. Maybe like okay, I'll give you Tenchi and Outlaw Star.
Jeez, you said that's so ghettofied.
Outlaw Star? Outlaw?
It's outlaw.
I know it's outlaw. I don't feel like saying it like that.
You just felt like making it really extraordinarily, you know what? Yeah.
Yes, outlaw. Damn it! Now I can't say it for real. Anyway, outlaw. Fucking hell!
That's that southern shit right now.
Yes, this is a southern thing. I guess that's what's going on right now. That'll be a good one.
Southern.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway.
Southern. You struggle. I know you lost so much damn money.
Fuck you. Anyway, a good one would be the Gundam Wing series, because what was the name of that movie that came out with the Gundams in it? And I saw that shit and I was like, it's Gundam Wing. What the fuck are they calling it another name for?
I don't know what Gundams is. I mean, I don't.
It came out in America.
I don't know, iRobot or something like that.
No, what is the name of that movie?
I don't know, Starbound 6 or something? I don't know.
No, fuck you, that's not the name of it. Hold up. Gundam action. What is the name of that damn movie?
Space Channel 5 or something, I don't know.
Okay, the movie had Idris Elba in it.
Pretty sure people know what you're talking about. It's like the American Gundam Wing.
It's the American Gundam Wing, but it's pissing me off because I can't think of the name of it. There we go. Filmography. Pacific Rim.
Rim job.
Yeah, Pacific Rim had Gundams in it. And they try to play people saying that's not Gundam Wing. That's fucking Gundam Wing. Fuck you. Anyway. Oh, another good one that'll be interesting would be I would love to see Shin-Chan as a live action.
There's too many little boys showing their ass.
Damn it! Okay. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist.
Edward Elgar is a child.
He's a teenager.
How old?
He's what, 16?
He wouldn't be allowed to be in any sort of life-threatening danger.
Okay, well they can get an adult that looks like that he's their age.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so Full Metal Alchemist, we got one.
Actually, no, a little girl got killed.
Shit, she did get transmutated into that damn dog.
And then killed. Although I don't think they have a thing about killing animals, so I think it would still slide.
And PETA would be all over that shit like.
Oh, right, yeah. PETA.
I call him PETA.
It sounds like you're saying pedophile, so it's PETA.
Okay, PETA, shit. Anyway, that. Damn. Okay. What about the one you used to watch?
Umineko. Ah, damn it.
With the,
Chico no Hatchin'?
yeah.
That'd be a decent movie. It would be about as I don't know. It'd be a decent movie. It'd be pretty much another love story though, or
Okay.
a faint love story, I guess you could say.
Okay.
But just have some action, some shooting. It'll be. I don't know. I feel like Machiko no Hatchin' just its plot is very. I've seen a movie similar. Not that someone's looking for a guy, but
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Like a mother looking for her daughter finds her daughter, and then she takes her daughter from these adopted parents to treat her like shit, and then go find the father.
I haven't seen anything like that.
You have not.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. It feels like it just already happened before, I guess.
But usually because you said it, it's going to happen. Watch, there's going to be a movie just like that coming out.
I just figured. I mean, like I guess sometimes the adopted child becomes an adult and leaves the adopted family in search of their real family. Although I don't think there's a movie on that neither. I think that just happens in real life a lot.
Okay. I was going to say Kaze no Stigma, but I just thought about it. Those magical elements, I'm not sure it's going to translate well to screen. Death Note. Huh?
Sergeant Frog.
I love Sergeant Koro, but I think they'll butcher it.
They're going to butcher everything they make.
I mean, Death Note was fairly decent.
Was it?
Yeah, it was decent. It was actually pretty fucking good. I was glad L was actually one who caught Light.
Mm-hmm.
They changed the ending, which I was fine with. The rest of it was pretty true to the anime, like frame by frame.
And what if they made a new movie, same guy who made Dragon Ball Z Evolution, instead of a death notebook, it's a death pad.
I feel like slitting your throat. I feel like really slitting your throat now. And because you said that shit, there's going to be one dumb bitch in America going to be like, we're going to make a 2014 edition of Death Note. Instead of Death Note, they're going to find an iPad laying on the ground.
That'd be what a hell of a paid advertisement.
And then
product placement.
And then instead of typing the name out, they're going to swipe it on there.
Sounds a hell of fucking stupid.
And that way, when that epic chip eating writing name scene, he'll be just swiping the shit with his finger while his iPad is propped up.
And then instead of a potato chip, no, they still have potato chips actually.
No. It won't be a potato chip. It's going to be some product placement from Nutella.
I'll take some Nutella and I'll eat it.
They'll take the apple instead of them eating a potato chip. No, people eat this shit. They eat potato chips and chocolate now. You know it's a big thing, right? And Nutella's going to come up with their chocolate covered potato chips. And he's going to be eating that shit while doing it on the iPad.
That sounds terrible.
We probably done gave somebody a fucking idea. Shit.
I'll take Nutella and I'll eat it. You're going to be one fat motherfucker, ain't you?
And ooh, that will fucking butcher L. L will be product placing the fuck out of people. You're like, L, what are you eating? Well, I'm eating the new sundae from Burger King.
That would be horrible.
L, what kind of tea you drinking? I'm drinking the new tea from Nestle.
The new Nestle Arizona tea. Only 89 cents at your local Walgreens. It's
wow.
Like you look right at the camera and points right at the crowd.
Oh man, that doesn't sound too good. I mean,
it's like, oh.
We done gave these people a fucking idea. I feel in my spirit. I think a good one. A Ninja Scroll can be translated to film. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
But what's going to happen is going to get the same fucknut who did Fist of the North Star, the movie. That movie sucked.
It's called someone a fuck nut.
I call that bitch a fucknut. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, but the main ones I want to see that's in live action is Umineko, Higurashi, and Fullmetal Alchemist would be a good one. There's another one. I would also like to see Ronin Warriors. That'll be pretty interesting. Granted, people are like, well, watch Power Rangers. No, fuck you.
Wow.
Also, Afro Samurai. That'd be an awesome live action. Huh?
No, that'd be pretty racist.
How?
I don't know. The NCAA wouldn't like it.
Shut the fuck up, please. Okay, so let's move on to our next topic, which this is basically something. This is Renegade's home turf. It's where to start with art.
Okay, so I guess it's.
And by the way, the character on the screen is his My Little Pony character, which is called Cake Batter.
Wow, just like that, huh? Just fucking throw me out there.
Yes, he's a brony.
I was requested by this woman here.
No, fuck you. I didn't. No. I made my request, and you haven't done it.
Draw a pony called Mary Jane. Well, this character that you're seeing was also a request because it was like, wow, you draw My Little Pony so well. Why don't you have your own pony? And I was like, because I don't watch My Little Pony that much. And it was like, well, the first time ever I got a request to make an original character for anything, I guess. The first time anyone requested I do something that was, I guess, it doesn't really benefit me. It just gives me an extra character to use at some point. And I was like, okay, sure, why not? I was bored and I did it. I recorded like the sketch phase and I just started inking and coloring it because it was like 5 or 6 o'clock. I didn't even plan on inking it yesterday. I planned on going right to sleep, but I inked it and colored it, and I might put the video up. Like most of the things I record, I don't even upload. Like,
I noticed that. Like, there's times when me and him are talking and whatnot, and we're just bullshitting, and he'll just make some art and doesn't think to record it, or you do record. If you do record it, you don't upload it, or you just be doing it just to kind of hone in on your skills, and it actually comes out pretty good. You just don't upload it.
Yeah, I don't record everything, which I want to live stream all the time, but the thing is, I listen to music that is copyrighted, and YouTube likes to, YouTube doesn't like that shit. That's that shit they don't like. Fuck you, Skype. And,
wow.
But someone decided it would be a good idea to call me. Anyway, so, I don't know, I might find a different website to do live streams like that, but until then, yeah, I'll try doing art live streams more often so you guys can see what I'm doing and whatever, but most of the time when we talk, it's either personal, random, or it's either personal, which is a good reason not to live stream, or completely random, which I guess that'd be the best live stream, but I don't know. So, instead of having just a quiet video, I just kind of just do a live stream, I guess. If you guys want me to, go ahead. You can like this video. I don't fucking care how many times, then I'll do it. Like, probably more than 10, but I don't give a shit. So, with that being said, he asked me to do that. I drew a character. I really didn't give a shit at the time. I'm still trying to get used to her because I don't know, I'm going to make a little profile bio for her, maybe get in the mood of drawing anthropomorphic characters. But, so he said, yeah, draw a character. I drew her instead of my typical busty characters because I don't know if it was subconscious or not. I do notice that I don't normally draw small boot characters or not small boot, no, I can't even say average anymore because the national average is D cup in America. So I'm not used to draw. I don't typically draw smaller chested women. So I drew this pony, nice, big hippie woman, because I like them thighs. So I drew some thighs. They was like, oh, why don't you draw a sexy pony? OC. I drew her. She has a nice little chest, some nice big thighs, like childbearing thighs. And unfortunately, I couldn't make her like I can't make hentai characters because I like drawing chicks who are strong, basically. So I don't draw type of characters who would trip over nothing and get tentacle raped. If there's a tentacle coming at them, they will cut that shit off, or bite it off, or rip it off, etc., etc. So that's a bull pony hybrid you're looking at. Anyway, getting to on point. Basically, I guess I'm talking about where to like. Let's say you want to start drawing today. It's like, hey, wow, that character looks really cool. I would like to draw a character from this show, or I would like to draw an original character for myself. Excuse me, or I would like to start making comics, or I would like to start drawing for money, or drawing for fun, or drawing to think about anything else in the world except for my current issue, because that's what I draw for. I draw to stop thinking. Um, well, for the most part, I would say just kind of go a little bit everywhere. Just on YouTube, search for people drawing. So you can look at the way I draw. You can look at the way um, anyone draw. A lot of people are live streaming these days. Picard, Picard Tart or some shit like that.
What's that? What?
It, Picard Tart.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure I'm saying it right, but Picard Picard Art. But I don't know what the website's really named, but it's in beta right now, and it's a live streaming website that specializes in art and stuff, and it tells you what kind of art they do. It'll tell you whether it's adult. It'll tell you whether it's uh, furry, which is just another word for anthro, or animal like characters. So there's anime, manga, comic, different things like that. There's another one that's there's Tumblr. First of all, that's like a really good one to go to because you can find artists from everywhere doing different things. And also a lot of the artists, I'll even name one. A guy named Maniac Paint. He does live streams. He does free requests and stuff. Sometimes, like if he's doing a live stream, he'll pop it up on Tumblr. You can visit his live stream. You can talk to him a little bit. Um, and the way he does it is very different from how I would do it or how a lot of people do it because it's like he sees what he wants to draw first, and he throws out the very basic shapes. Now, granted, his art is a little bit more
Risque.
yeah, risque is a good word. Great word, actually. So he would, he draws the shapes out very, very broad shapes. Actually, to the point where it's pretty much he draws a human figure in whatever shape he wants to, and it's like it's done, boom. It's like wow, but he doesn't mess around. He'll just get it done. These different websites that help. Tumblr, I'm gonna say, is like the best one for a little bit of everything. Maybe like some hentai, maybe you like some tutorials, maybe you like um, variety, maybe you like sketches, maybe you like half done work, which is what I primarily upload on Tumblr. That's a good place to start. A good second place is DeviantArt. DeviantArt has tutorials out the ass since 2004 or 2006, whenever they started. I think it's been 10 years at least, so 2001 ish. No, yeah, 2003 or 4, whatever. It has tutorials out the butt, and it's crazy good. Most of the people on there is really, really kind. Most of the people, like, so people that I mentioned are somewhat of I don't like to say famous artists because there's really you can't really be a famous artist. You can be a well-known artist, but you're hell, Picasso. The only reason that was famous because they paid too much fucking money for his shit. Anyway, you can, um, Oh, here's a suggestion. So, like, you want? I'm gonna think of someone who, like, the people I follow, for instance, because this is just the way I draw. I like to draw female characters a lot. So people I like to follow is I like drawing I like to try and draw curvaceous women, busty. Um, I guess I would almost say crude looking women, like like hey, like I don't need you and shit like that. I don't know what I meant by crude, like. But people I follow people not because, oh man, their art is so amazing, but actually that's one reason. Another reason is because references. People like to say, oh, you like. There's one artist that got really butthurt because there was a similar pose to their character and stuff like that, and it bothered me. There's no such thing as stealing someone's pose unless you directly trace it. In which, if that artist finds out you directly traced it, you're going to be in for quite a ride. So I hope your butthole is ready.
Wow.
I'm, this first, the person they lost their shit basically because someone had a similar pose to their character, and in my opinion, it looked similar, but it was not exactly the same like they were claiming. They lost their mind on Twitter. They lost their mind on Tumblr. I mean, they expressed the crap out of themselves, the and they were quote unquote a famous artist. A lot of people know of their art. So, unfortunately, the person who was doing this kind of got a little bit of heat, I guess, even because they used a reference. This is me assuming they used this other person's reference, which may be true, may not be true. That's up in the air. You can't tell what someone drew. Like the character I drew reminds me, the way I drew her initially, it reminded me of some other artist. I was like, the pose and the face and everything looks so familiar. I wonder why. And I couldn't put my finger on it, so I was nervous about uploading. I was like, F it, I'll upload it. If someone says, hey, this looks just like this, I'm going to say, I knew it looked just like something. Thanks for bringing this to my attention. And I probably wouldn't take it down because I wouldn't really give a shit. I'd be like, hey, he's right. It does look just like that one. Maybe somewhere in the back of my mind, I subconsciously or unconsciously, redrew it. Redrew something that was in my mind. Whatever. I only spent like 15 minutes on it anyway. So it's just when you're starting to draw, try to avoid tracing. Like I would just say, yeah, just avoid tracing. If you can look at something and draw it and copy when you're looking at something and you want to copy it, what you want to do there, what teachers try to portray, because most of my teachers are idiots and say, copy this. Look at this picture and copy it. That doesn't tell you anything. When they tell you to copy it, what I assume they mean, now that I failed every single art class that I ever had, copy the shading values, the details of it, copy where the light is hitting it and stuff like that. Don't literally line art copy it, because it's just bad. The brain processes things in big shapes and forms. You won't be you won't be able to make something amazing without having basic shapes. So like for boobies, think of water balloons because water balloons are squishy, and you can think of the little things that you tie together as
What the
knots.
actual fuck?
Shut up. I'm just fuck you. Yeah, you were throwing boobies at people.
You know what? Fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah. I could have said condoms. Granted,
That would be some. Mm.
some saggy ass boobies. Okay. Anyway, um, I went straight to boobies because boobs. Why not? Big old tots. Anyway, okay. Drawing the head. It's a circle, or it's an oval. Choice is yours. Everyone's head shape is different. In real life, people have peach-shaped heads. People have square-shaped heads. People have feminine-shaped heads. People have masculine-shaped heads. Some people have points set in their chin. Some people have nice, nice mandibles, which is also a chin, by the way. I used to think it was like testicles, but it's not. Um, yeah, people have different eyes. People have different styles also. So if your eyes look different, don't worry about it. Just I would say start with sketching. Just sketch for fun. Think of for me, I started with Sonic the Hedgehog, and it looked like shit. If I still have pictures, which I'm pretty sure I do, I might never upload them because they're on piece of paper and I'm ferociously lazy. I might put them on Instagram, which I won't say is a good place to look for art because I don't. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's a good place to look for art. But there's plenty of artists on there on Instagram that's just like, oh man, they're really good and stuff like that. Um, just if you're starting today and you just wanted to, I don't know. It really depends on what you want to draw. Let's go with Sonic the Hedgehog just for sake of. Let's go with My Little Pony because that's what's in the thumbnail. Depending on what you want to draw, you got to figure out, do I want to draw anthropony, which is just half human, half, well, it's an animal with human characteristics, basically. Or do I want to draw a literal My Little Pony pony? Which, if you want to draw a literal My Little Pony pony, um, easy. You just find a basic image and you start with shapes. Like, let's start with the head. The head is a circle. It's just a circle, literally. You do a circle. The nose can vary between a square. I want to say rhombus, but I'm pretty sure that's not the right shape. A square, another circle, um, a cylinder. The mouth will always the mouth just the mouth. You can put the mouth almost anywhere. It just really depends on what angle you're looking for. And then the eyes are just big circles. And you just make sure. This is just a trick that I learned. I don't know if it applies for these. No, it doesn't apply for the ponies. I'm not even going to tell you that. It is ruin it for you. Under normal circumstances, the eyes are at least they're the eyes are three at least one eye. How do I say one eye apart? In a lack of better words. So like you have one eye. Imagine there being an eye in the middle between where the bridge and the nose is, and then your other eye. So under normal circumstances, the eyes are about one eye apart or one circle apart. But since the pony's eyes are so big, that would ruin it for you. So you made the circle, you made the snout, you put the mouth wherever you want to, in any shape, honestly. Then you make the little circle ears, which they gonna. I would have to draw that for you, but they're basically circle ears, oval ears. Sorry, oval. Then the legs, the body. First of all, would be a. You just break it down in shapes. So the body would be another oval. Actually, it'd be a soft curved square if you really want to think about it. So a soft curved rectangle. Then the legs will be tubes or cylinders again. Then the tail. Think of I don't know, just it's hard to really define the tail because the tail comes in various shapes. Think of how fire works, or think of how hair works. Hair and the tail would be completely up to you and how you want to make it. So it can be nice and straight, or it can be spiky and curvy. It's pretty much really up to you to figure out. There's tutorials for that. I have no way of explaining it by words what I mean by how you want to figure out how the hair and tail works, or the hair and the mane works. I think is the correct thing. But like, long story short, I just made a pony with a circle, an oval, a cylinder, and a soft curved rectangle. And by a soft curved rectangle, I mean instead of sharp edges like how normal rectangle is, the edges are more rounded. And you can use almost any program. You can use MS Paint for God's sake, which is a free program. Unlike another program, Photoshop, another program, Sketchbook Pro, another program. Those all cost some form of money, in which you can get easily. But MS Paint is already on your computer, and you can pretty much use that. So that's how you make a pony. You want to make a pony that's anthro, well, it's a lot more complex, but circle head, oval ears, circle eyes. Make the boobs like they're basically ovals, but I like to say imagine them as water balloons, and like if a water balloon is squeezed against another water balloon, they just That they press together and they just kind of get. You need to look at a lot of porn to understand what I mean. But just imagine water balloons. Imagine, like, if you can't imagine it, go to the dollar store and buy some water balloons. Just don't look suspicious. I'm pretty sure they'll figure out why you bought them, but they won't. I'm kidding. They probably should. They shouldn't figure out why you're buying water balloons. But buy some, fill them up, and play with them. Like, not pervertedly. Just kind of just. You know what? You're gonna end up sticking your dick in anyway.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
No, you were dead serious.
I don't know what people like. just go to just Google search it. I know someone. Search up. This is, by the way, warning, censor adult content. I hope you're over 18. Don't let me know if you're not, because I won't care. There's someone named MLP Doxy. My Little Doxy, or MLP Doxy, is going to find it. She has tutorials on the female anatomy. If you're trying to make a dude, she's not the best person to go to, or he's not the best person to go to, or this ungendered person is not the best person to go to, because they have mostly female tutorials and very few males. But if you're trying to draw a dude, just Google search how to draw males. In fact, search up the human anatomy. You're pretty much just jumping into it really hard, and it's going to be really frustrating because you're not going to be a pro artist in the first year. Well, pardon me, I'm really wrong. You're probably not going to be where you want to be in the first year, because a pro artist can range in anything. Literally, Picasso. The other 5 people. Jesus, this is probably why I failed art class. The other people. Pablo, which is still Picasso, actually. But, he didn't draw basic shapes. I'm pretty sure you see from the thumbnail, I don't draw things like Picasso or Van Gogh or anyone like that. I draw, I guess, what is this, modern art or something? I don't know if this counts as. It's fucking ponies. Yeah. So, you can draw this could be your first time drawing ever. You can call yourself a professional artist. Someone in the world is going to be like, well, let's put it this way. You're going to be better than someone in the world. So it's like, hey, this person who wants to start drawing yesterday or today didn't draw today, but you decide you want to start drawing today. You're one step closer, unlike them. You have to keep on doing it. And I guess for the most part, if I wanted to tell you how to draw my process, I spend the most time sketching. It's like the best. I don't have like note cards and shit in front of me, so I'm like all over the fucking place. But basically, just have fun sketching first. Draw real lightly. Don't draw real hard. I'm just gonna regurgitate what I've learned. Draw as lightly as you can. Don't draw real hard. Plan on making mistakes. If you don't like something, don't throw it away. Keep it and redraw it. Maybe if you hate the piece, let's say you finish something in the sketch phase and you just don't like it. You just don't like it so much you don't even want to bother inking or coloring it. Don't throw it away. Just hang on to it. And if you ever feel like, man, I want to go ahead and try to draw this pose again, you're going to have that reference there. You can look at it. You can see what you may or may not have done wrong, and just fucking redo it, just redraw it and fix the little errors that you have, or fix the image that you messed up on. It's really up to you. Some artists draw images 2 to 3 times and they draw the exact same thing 2 or 3 times. Like they draw the first one, it's like, oh, okay, this would be better. They draw it again. They draw it again. Like the 3rd or 4th draft that they drew is their best draft, and they decide to stay with it. Someone told me, like, I don't know if they were coming off as rude or not, but someone told me don't spend too much time sketching, which that's like,
you do that all the time. You spend a long time sketching.
Yeah, I guess in their opinion that sure it helps, but in my opinion that's kind of, I don't know, kind of weird to say. It's like, don't spend so much time sketching. Spend more time inking and coloring. I'm going to spend virtually no time inking because all I'm doing is tracing over what I sketched. And then the time coloring, yeah, I can probably spend days coloring because that's the fun part. But that's like to me, it sounds like if you had a carpenter come to your house or come to your house and say, okay, I'm going to fix this, and this, and they brought the tractor and metal and everything, and just start knocking things down, and they just start throwing wood up and then painting it. It's like so what are you doing here? I don't even know, man. But you know what? We're going to get it done. Where's the blueprints at? What are you going? Sora, would you allow a man without blueprints on what they're going to do to fix your house to just jump on in? It's like, where's the blueprints at? Oh no, we're just going to jump on in and we're going to get it done. It's like we're going to spend most details on rebuilding and painting. With that, would you let someone work on your house without a general idea? I guess you can almost say.
Hell no.
Yeah, let's like I was gonna say let's say I just came up to your house in a tractor with a wrecking ball. It's like move on to the side, and he's like, "All right, so what's your idea for the house?" And I just like, mm. He's like, "Don't worry about it though." And you'd be like, "Okay, I would really like if you had a blueprint." And I spent 5-10 minutes on the blueprint, and then passed it to you. And then as you're looking at it, I'm knocking the house down already. Would you? Would you? I'm pretty sure you'd probably shoot me first of
Yeah, I
all.
knocked the hell out of you. What's wrong with
But
you?
yeah, the way he said that, like, don't spend that much time sketching. Spend more time inking and color. It's like saying it's pretty much like saying don't forget the foundation. Spend as little time as you can on the foundation.
I
Just work
think
on.
I think the difference between comparing construction to drawing. I would say that I can see where you're making the correlation between making a blueprint versus sketching, but blueprints will be really, I don't know, the final stage of sketching before you really ink it down, if that makes sense.
You say final stage of sketching?
Yeah, blueprints would be like the final, like sketching to me, it seems like it starts off with just the general shape, and then you go into like slight detail, then you go into more detail, and then you ink it, correct?
Yes.
It just seems like blueprints are like the final stage of sketching.
Basically, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. It's like in the sketch page, you're having the most fun. You're figuring out, oh, what do I want this character to be doing? What is the scene? What does it look like? Where is the light going to be hitting, et cetera, et cetera. I don't do the where the light's going to be hitting thing because I suck at shading. So I do that like literally at the shading point. I do that. But yeah, I was given advice, I guess, on how to draw, and it's like he draws in 5 to 10 minutes. As he sketches in 5 to 10 minutes, and he spends the rest of the time inking and drawing, which is fine and dandy. I mean, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but I guess his reply after I said, "Oh, that's kind of," I guess I don't forgot what I said. Some other video, he told me that, well, I've been drawing for 2 years, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and I took it as kind of I've been drawing quite some time, so I think I would know what I'm talking about. It's like, um, no, like I didn't just outright tell him no because it's his opinion that I also looked at his art, like his art and his speed arts, and he sketched it out and he jumped right into it. Now that's fine and dandy if you have an idea in your head already and you know how to translate it from your brain to the piece of paper. That's fine and dandy. Go crazy. As for me, when I'm drawing, I never have an idea in my head. I just do it, which could be bad, could be good. I don't know. It's probably why my art always varies all the time. Anyway, just when you start drawing, I would suggest that you spend a lot of time sketching. You you spent 3 hours drawing something. Okay, that's no problem. Oh, you've been working on it for 3 days and you're just now getting to the inking part. That's no problem. I know professional artists who work with Capca. I don't know them personally. Like I don't talk to them. Unfortunately, I'm not that famous. I'm in fact a nobody, like kind of like a lurker. But watching other people live stream, they will be on the computer all damn day Streaming, sketching, well, yeah, streaming video. First of all, this is how I know how long they draw. They'll be just drawing, just tiddling and stuff like that, fixing little things here and there, um, copying, pasting thing. You know, they just keep playing with it, and then they'll finally get to inking at like 1, 2 a.m. And it's like, all right, they're getting to the inking, and it comes 4 or 5 o'clock. They just now finished inking. It's like, all right, guys, heading on to bed night. It's like, damn, that old dude just spent 10 plus hours drawing. And of course, they take breaks. It'd be like they're drawing a little bit. All right, guys, going on break. And maybe 30, 45 minutes later, they come back. And they're doing it again. I don't sit there and wait for them to come back, by the way. I usually do something else that's also computer related because I have no life. And they will come back after a game of Smite, after a game of whatever, after recording, after live streaming, and they would be doing their thing. They would still be on that same piece, 9 hours plus, just refining it, and it always comes out great. Um, I'm gonna use my little doxy as an example. Their art, they don't just blaze through it. They do what they enjoy it. I guess maybe they hate it. I wouldn't know. I don't know them. They don't want to know me. I'm kidding. They probably do. I just didn't say nothing to them. Doxy recognize them? No, I'm fucking with you. Anyway, don't try to rush it. If you really want to get something done in one day, go for it. If you're trying to be a comic book artist, I will urge you to do like visit Pose Maniacs and start trying to recreate those poses. They have a 30-second thing where like you can set it up, change image every 30 seconds. Do 30 seconds and try to just it's called figure drawing, I think. Just try to draw the figure as fast as you can. And switch in 30 seconds, try to draw the next figure as fast as you can in 30 seconds. Switch again, try to do it again, switch, and just keep on trying to redraw these figures over and over. And you either get faster or you get worse. When you start to get worse, you probably should take 5 and come back later. Or heck, try to work on shading values. Try to work on anything. As a comic book artist, I'm not saying I'm one because I suck as a human being. My art sucks. As a comic book artist, you want to try to draw fast because you will be getting paid per page, basically. So 22-page comic, you can be getting paid varied from $45 up to $100 a page, or even more. I think when I was researching, the most famous or the most paid artist gets paid like 200 some odd dollars per page, which is I think he's a DC artist. Don't quote me because I have no fucking idea, but he's a DC artist. So those comic books are roughly 25 to 30 pages long, with at $200 a page. That's pretty fucking good. So you're trying to get done with these within a month's time. I'm going by Archie Comics time. Sonic the Hedgehog comics come out every month. So within a 30-day frame, you need to draw 25 to 30 pages. And you wouldn't, and normally you have a team of people doing everything else. But normally you just have a big team in general. But at the off chance that you're making an independent comic and trying to get in the comic book industry and you're just doing all this stuff yourself, just know that you're going to be pretty freaking fast. You have to be able to color fast, ink fast, etc. Unless it's a black and white comic or a manga, then you pretty much lucked out because you don't have to do much coloring at all. Because, but other than that, if for all else, illustrations, publications, anything that has nothing to do with comic books like visual novels, things like that, take your time. Don't look at someone's art. Don't look at my art and say, "Oh man, he gets done with this in 5 minutes. He gets done with that in 2 hours. He gets done with that in 5 minutes." I completely just dropped off there. Just chill, shit. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of what I do. But like I said earlier, before I started talking on and on for the past 30 minutes, I drew the My Little Pony character. All night, and the only reason I stayed up till like 6 or about 5 or 6 because I started inking. So the day from 7 to 12, or I don't know when I started drawing, but it was quite a while. I was just drawing it. I think it took about an hour and 30 minutes to draw what you're seeing in the thumbnail. Um, so the time will always vary. I spent the next 3 to 4 hours adding procrastination time, inking. Then I went to bed and woke up this morning, this day, and colored it a little bit. As you see, the rest of it's white because I didn't color the rest of it because I started procrastinating again. But yeah, shit. Take all damn day if you want to. If you're trying to make it a profession, don't rush it. Just keep on doing it. I have friends who ask me to teach them how to draw, and I show them the very basics. I'd be like, hey, I show them the basic, and I'd be like, hey, so draw anything today? Nah, I didn't have no time to. And it's like, all right, then a week passed. Hey, draw anything? Nah, nah, nah. All right, fuck you then. It's like I would be a horrible teacher. I would fail the shit out of someone if I if they weren't trying, I guess. So you can draw all the things you see in the thumbnail just with enough practice. Rather it takes you 1 year or 12 years, which yeah, or 18 years, because my art isn't as good as the first picture or the second picture. Mine is all right. Mm, could be a lot better. It's not to where I want it, so I'm gonna just keep practicing, until I give up and have to tell God exactly why I stopped trying to use my gifts. And cut myself. Anyway,
Wow.
uh, but yeah, whatever. I'm a I'm a chick. I like to draw chicks, so I'm gonna like draw a lot of chicks. I'm gonna make a comic that stars my female character who I don't know. I wouldn't even remotely know what to consider her as. I guess she would be like mascot mascot character. Hmm, pretty much. Probably my favorite character I've drawn so far, and I actually kind of mastered. Not the pony. No, no, She's not really my favorite. I just drew her yesterday. She's more like She's going through a bunch of phases right now. I have no personality for her, but she's a hybrid of a bull. It's
She's
also
so a pony fucked the bull.
thank you. And you just go ahead and throw that in. Like, yes, basically. So yeah, yes, a pony and a bull had sex. See, there's people like you who ruin hybrid characters.
Well, what? I mean, fuck. What do you expect me to say? Okay, the bull
Exactly.
fucked the pony, and then says senpai.
You should go to hell.
Yep, I put that image in every one of you guys' head.
She's going to hell. So,
You can thank me.
highway to hell. But anyway, yeah, when drawing a character, I don't know. I guess try to make them unique, try to make them fun. Try not to be very average. Like, don't make them crazy, but don't make them average, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's pretty much fucking all I have to really say. If you're trying to make I don't know. There's a lot of people call characters boring. Don't know why. A character is a character. Like people draw adoptable characters, and people pay money for those adoptable characters. I don't know why. Maybe because they can't come up with a character that they want themselves, and that's cool. Whatever. So if you want to do that, do that. Just make them unique. I guess you can almost say. Don't be like, hey, this is Zanuck the Hedgehog. This is Sonic's brother. He's faster than Sonic, and his love interest is with Amy and Sally and Rouge really likes him, but Sally's really jealous of Rouge, and Amy is okay with this. She wants an open relationship with them, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Please don't do that because it hurts most of the community, and pretty much you are a bad person. I'm
Wow.
pretty sure it's one of the many sins of having an OC or no, not OC, a fan character. I'm pretty sure that's a sin somewhere. Which it's just yeah, just don't do it, please. My character is not related to anyone from My Little Pony. My character doesn't like anyone from My Little Pony. I just pretty much made a badass honey bull character. Her fucking cutie mark is on her belt, and she's not half naked, and she has a dick. Well, there you go. You will never see her on My Little Pony, ever. So yeah, I can't really say that that's fully original. Well, no, I sort of can. Yes.
What the fuck?
What?
Nothing. Just nothing. Bless your healthy soul.
Shut up. I don't make enough man characters anyway.
So you calling Cake Batter a male character? So Cake Batter is Yasuda.
Wow, you would compare. You're burning hell.
So many personalities.
I don't know what her personality is anyway. You can't have so many if you don't even have one yet.
Well, she has the whole hermaphrodite transgender thing going on now.
Does that make her multi-personality?
She may be.
Are you just being?
I'm being a dick.
Being sexist.
I'm being a dick.
You're being sexist, and it's really hard to be sexist to two genders, but you're doing it. You're doing it really well, actually.
Wow. Go fuck yourself.
Yes, but if you just draw whatever you like. If you like big man pecs and long schlongs, enjoy. If you like big busty women and curvaceous and thick, or maybe big busty women and thin with childbearing hips, have at it. If you like skinny women, you like strong women, if you like any kind of woman, try to make them match what you're doing. Like, you're drawing a hat.
So what if they like 600-pound women?
That's called inflation, but yeah.
Wow.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
What? Fuck you! You know what? This is why your friendship is going to be revoked.
Bitch, your friendship was
bitch! Fuck you too, bitch!
No, you never had that card nor the authority since I waited December 25th on that street corner in the snow, a freezing winter, for the postman. He came by and I was like, "Sir, don't you have my truffles?" He's like, "Sorry, son, not today." And a tear came from my eye.
First of all, your street don't have a corner. Fuck you, okay? Second of all, I apologize. I sent you truffles in fucking March.
She sent me some fake.
Okay, hold up. To clear the record. Pause, motherfucker. First of all, I was getting him his birthday present, and I knew I owed him some truffles. I went on Amazon, and this box of truffles had raving reviews. I'm like, well, shit. Instead of me making some truffles, this shit got some good ass reviews. I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna pay that extra bit of money. You know what I'm saying? To get him some high quality truffles. He get them. His ungrateful ass gonna be like, them bitches are chocolatey as balls. I can't do it.
Folks, if anyone's born in the 90s, and remember when you had a nice cough and you had this medicine with a black dude on it, and you like your grandma poured it and be thick and black. It's like chocolate syrup. And you taste it, it was pretty much just like that. And that medicine was like,
I never had that medicine, so I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Rich and nasty. It was the richest and nastiest thing in the world. But like, you didn't have a cold anymore. Now, very few people know it, but it's not that you didn't have a cold anymore. It's just that you ain't telling your grandma shit. You don't want no more of that. So I took one bite of them truffles and I was just like, all right. Rich. It was really rich. It was, She lost a bet and she said, I'll do whatever you want. I was like, give me some Neapolitan truffles.
No. The first thing you said was truffles. I said, what kind? You said strawberry cheesecake truffles. I said, fine. And then you started, when I didn't get to you on December 25th, the following week, you said, fuck you, bitch. Then you gotta make some Neapolitan truffles. So, no,
you see,
fuck
folks,
you.
at December 25th, I was just out there. Sir, where are my truffles? He was like, sorry, boy.
Fuck you. Oh, you know what? I'm getting you your damn truffles next week.
You said that last week.
Bitch, I was broke last week.
You probably shouldn't have said it last week then.
Wow. You know, shit happened. No, I told you to text me while I was at the store because I was at grocery shopping.
But you were broke last week.
You know what? Fuck you.
I can tell you lying.
Wow. Whatever. Anywho, I think this stream is long enough. We've been doing this for 1 hour and 40 minutes. So, well, over 1 hour and 40 by the time the stream is over.
You stuttering.
Ooh.
You Umineko on me?
I did not. I kind of did.
Mm-hmm.
I Umineko to you. I apologize. At least I didn't say it like her. Anyway, so if you guys like the stream, like it. If you guys want to subscribe. I need the subscribers. I'm trying to really build my channel up, and I'm coming at you with gameplay content starting next week. So you have something to look forward to. Yeah. And subscribe to Renegade as well. He has 2 channels. Remember, he has Bill Cosby Plays or Renegade Craft, which is Minecraft, Starbound, and Art. Hopefully he has some new series coming out. And he also has the Renegade channel where he has basically console games, Smite, anything other than Minecraft, Starbound, and Art is going on that channel. So make sure you support the man out.
Pretty much.
Until then, guys, I will see you next stream. Renegade, is there anything left to say?
Well, I'd like to take note that today is 4/22/2014, and I will let you know on next stream if she sends those truffles or not.
Basically, he'll know by May 1st.
Mm-hmm.
May 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, fuck you, Renegade. And guys, I'll see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.